Good morning. I'm sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was having some technical difficulties. I thought I set this up last night and then I went to the wrong thing. And anyway, I apologize. We're going to get started in just a second. You just need a mat. I'm just typing that in here real quick. All right. So I am sorry about that. I did not mean to be late this morning. Okay. So, good morning. My name is Katie. I'm going to be doing a lower body workout with you this morning, about 30 minutes. It is a low impact work. We're going to do 2 rounds of standing lower body and 2 rounds of lower body workout on the floor, so it should be good. But we will start standing with our warm up, and then we'll move into our first standing round. Then we'll do floor, standing, and then floor. So yeah, it should be a good time. Thank you for joining. And again, I apologize for running a little bit late, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Start getting warmed up and get that blood moving a little bit. I'm going to start with a march in place. Loud noise behind me. I don't know if you all can hear that, but all right, so we're just going to march in place, start getting that lower body warmed up, and the rest of our body too. Hope you all had a good Monday. I guess if you're watching this later, I hope you're having a good part of whatever week you're in. All right, good. Let's just take that into a little bit higher. I'm going to pull my knees up into my chest, going straight down. Good. Good. A few more here, and we're going to take it wide to these high knees. Good. So I'm just going to go side to side. I'm pulling up my knees almost a little bit of an angle, just to warm that up a little bit more. Good. A few more here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm just going to do some hip rolls. So if you need to grab onto a wall or a chair, feel free to do that. Just keep rolling through those hips. Do 1 more on each side. And let's reverse our direction. So out and in. You guys look really cool doing these, right? It's like we're trying to step over something really tall. It's a functional movement, right? Whenever you're hiking, you have to step over that big log that fell. All right. 1 more on each side. And that's good. All right, let's just pull it into some hamstring curls. So like it says in the description, it'll be a low impact workout today. Of course, if you've taken my class before, you know I like to say that low impact does not mean low intensity. So we will still get a great workout on the lower body, while also being kind to our joints, right? All right, what else did I want to do? All right, we're going to do reach overheads. It's going to be 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, side reaches, just stretching out nice and big overhead, really reaching through that side body. Can definitely tell I haven't moved yet very much this morning. I woke up, ate a little, got ready, came here. My body's like, what do you want me to do? Good. Give me 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take it out into some inchworms. So just walking those arms out into a little plank. So walking it out and back up. We've got about a minute left in our warm-up. Then we'll start with round one. Got some different squat and lunge options here. All right, let's try to do 3 more of those. That's 3, 2, and 1 more. Oh, I feel like I'm moving in slow motion today. All right, and stand it up. And what else do we want to do? Let's just do some jumping jacks real quick. Get our heart rate up a little bit. I was up later than I wanted to last night. We lost power and I came back on, I think at like midnight. But yeah, it just made things a little tricky. So, just up later than I wanted. Had to like run into my kids' rooms and turn their lights off. Just didn't think about that part, that their lights would turn back on. All right, 2 and 1, good. Okay. So real quick, just show you what we're gonna do. You can keep moving those legs whatever way you want, just to keep that warm up kind of going. But we've got a low side squat, so we're just gonna do, let me move this. Okay, so we're just gonna stay nice and low on those legs. We're put our hands up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So just stay nice and low on those legs the whole time. Then we've got a lunge pulse with our right leg forward. We'll do that for 25 seconds. Then we have a little quick break just to switch, 25 more seconds. Then we're going to do a squat with a lateral leg lift. We'll stay on one side, and then halfway through, I'll tell you to switch. And we've got side lunges, okay? So just alternating on those. All right, but low side squats first. So 50 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. It's really just enough for us to kind of quickly catch our breath and then move on. All right, so low side squats, here we go. And you can do more to the side. I'm just doing 3 so that I stay in frame. But if it feels good to just do 2 to the side, just depending on how much room you have. The point is that we're doing this lateral movement. And staying nice and low on those legs. Now, if the arms up is too much, you can just take the arms down. This just adds a little bit of a core challenge. I'm not counting. Good, 10 more seconds. Make sure you're really sticking those hips back. Not putting too much weight into the knees. 2 and 1, good. All right, lunge pulse. So I'm gonna start with my right leg forward, do a side angle for this. We're just gonna come down and pulse. Now, any of these movements, you could add a weight to it just to make it a little bit more challenging. So we're gonna be here for about 25 seconds, well, 15 now. We have a quick transition just to switch our sides. So I gave us like 2 seconds to switch. So we don't miss out on any of that time, right? All right, 3, 2, and 1, quick switch. 2, here we go. So all my weight's driving down into this front heel. I'm not coming forward onto my toe. Trying to just sink myself straight down, keep an upright body the entire time. All right, good, 10 more seconds here. Woo! Hello, legs. Good morning. All right, 4, 2, and 1. Good, shake that out real quick. All right, we've got a squat with a lateral lift. I'm gonna start with my right leg, lifting that 1, 2, and 1. Here we go, so squat it down, lift the leg. We'll stay on one side. Find that to be a little easier, less awkward than transitioning side to side. So really trying to, I was leaning a little too much there. Just trying to keep our body as upright as possible as we lift that leg. Just tracking out slightly. 2 and 1. Quick shake out of that. Other side, here we go. So again, try not to lean too much over to that side because really the lift, we want to work that muscle right in there. Four, three, two, and one. Good. All right, side lunges, and then we're done with our first round. So alternating on these, 2 and 1. Here we go. So really pushing those hips back and down as we do this side lunge. Getting a little inner thigh stretch. So after this one, we'll have about a minute break. Just catch our breath, shake out the legs a little bit. Woo. Then we're going to take it down to the floor. Now I'm focusing on lower body this morning, so I'm not using weights. But with a side lunge, you could also do like a curl. If you're looking to do more of a compound exercise, and add that in. All right, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. A little bit of rest. Let me show you our first exercises. So we're going to do some donkey kicks. So we're just going to have our leg up in a right angle, bring that knee in, and then kick it up. Okay? We'll do one side then the other. Then we're going to do straight leg lifts. So just taking that leg down and up. Okay, trying to keep our hips square. And then we'll do that donkey, same donkey kick, but we're going to pulse it up in the air. Burn out that glute. And then we'll do a straight leg pulse. So about 25 seconds for each side. And then that's it. All right, 10 seconds. So go ahead and get down on your mat if you have not done so already. We're going to start with those donkey kicks. So nice tabletop here, hips square over the knees, shoulders over, and here we go. Knee in, and push it up. Nice flexed foot. Should really feel this through our glute. And maybe make sure that you're keeping that core nice and engaged, and that you're also not kind of doing a little turn out. And try to keep those hips as square to the mat as we can. 2, and 1. Other side. And here we go. Quick transition. Just quick 2 seconds between each side, just to give us enough time to move. Okay. So again, trying to keep those hips as square to the ground as possible. Flex through that foot. Bring that knee forward. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, straight leg lifts. I'm going to start with my right leg, and here we go. So just a little hover above the ground. If you need to set your foot down in between, you can. So same thing with the donkey kicks. We want to just make sure that we are keeping those hips as square to the ground as possible. Hold that belly button into the spine. Make sure you're not arching your back too much. I was doing that a little bit. 2, and 1. Quick transition. Here we go. So really pull that belly button into the spine. Try to support that low back as we are flexing through this leg. So nice pointed toe. Again, check into with your hips. Are they square to the ground? Or are you starting to tip over to the side? Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, we're going to do those donkey kick pulses. So again, we're just holding it up in this right angle and then pressing up to the sky. 2, and 1. Check in with yourself. How are your hips? Are you engaging that core? Are your wrists right under your shoulders? Is your foot flexed? Let's loosen that a little bit. Tighten through that core. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, quick transition. Here we go. And really trying to not arch my back. With this, kind of requires constant checking in with yourself, making sure I'm not unsquaring my hips. That's probably not a word, but you know what I mean. 2, and 1. Ooh. All right, straight leg pulses. Give yourself 2 cat-cows if you need to. Woo. All right, here we go. Our other set of floor work, we're going to do a little bit on the side and on our back. So this one's a little concentrated on this tabletop position. But I promise we'll be done with this soon. All right, 3, 2, 1. Other side. And here we go, pulses. One more time. Small movement. I think my movement before was a little too big. Just talking and not paying enough attention to what my body was doing. So again, square those hips. Pull that belly button into the spine. And breathe. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sit back. Give yourself a few cat-cows. All right, I'm going to do one more of these. Oh, that feels good. Okay, awesome. So round 3, we are going to be back to standing. So our exercises, we're going to do a little bit more pulsing. We're going to take it nice and wide into a plie. So side angle so you can just see what our body position is. So we're not going back, we're going straight down. We're just going to be here and pulse. If you want to add some interest, you can do a little toe lift. Okay? The 50 seconds is a while to be down and holding this. So if you need to take a break, shake it out, and then get back into it, do so. Okay. So we've got the plie pulse. Then we're just going to do an alternating curtsy lunge. So side to side here. Okay, then we've got squat into a calf raise, and then just some good old-fashioned reverse lunges. Alrighty? Okay, so starting with that plie pulse, I'm gonna grab a quick drink. 2, and 1. Good, sink it down, and just nice, stay nice and low in those legs, pulsing it out. We're really gonna burn out those inner thighs, burn out those legs. I'm going to turn this way again because it's so weird. So again, if you want to add a little calf work, you could lift one leg up at a time. Or you could do like a little alternating fashion. This kind of adds a little interest to the move. Makes it a little harder though, but keeps you from getting quite as bored. Again, try to keep that chest nice and lifted. Hips are tucked under that tailbone. Check in, make sure your hips aren't sticking out. We're really trying to focus in on those inner thighs right now. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shake that out. All right, curtsy lunges. Quick transition, alternating those. 2, and 1. Here we go. So just taking that leg diagonally behind. Now, if we're ever doing lunges and those just aren't your cup of tea, maybe doing the single joint exercises just isn't working for you. Maybe your knees, you have some issues with your knees. You can always just do a squat. 2, and 1. Good. Shake that out. And, oh, sorry. I guess I did split it up on my timer. I forgot that I was going to do that. So we're gonna keep going. Sorry about that, but you got a little 2-second break to shake it out real quick. Figured I was gonna stay on one side and then do the other, so. 2, and 1. Good, shake that out. All right. Squat into a calf raise. Now this is where you could weight it with a bar on the back or holding a weight. And here we go. I'm going to do just a little bit of a wider squat just to help with my hips. So usually about like hip width apart, but sometimes for some people, especially if your hips are tight, that is hard. It's hard to get good range of motion. So it's okay to kind of walk those feet out a little bit and see what feels a little bit better so you can get the range of motion that you want. Good. Stand it up. As we stand up into that calf raise, we're really squeezing those glutes back behind us. Okay? Good. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that up. All right, reverse lunges. So we're just alternating these. 2 and 1. Here we go. So step back. Now, if you prefer a forward lunge, you could do that too. I prefer the reverse lunge. I find it to be easier to keep going, to maintain my my form and make sure I'm not pushing forward into those knees, because the tendency is when we do a forward lunge, so we want to push into that toe, which puts a lot of pressure on our knee. So I like to set myself up for success, especially in the morning. But if you feel like you can do the forward lunge really well, then do that. All right, almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake that out. Great, that's it for round 3. That was quick. All right, we're back down to the floor for more floor work, and then we'll stretch it out and be done. So about 4 more minutes of work. And you might have completed a workout. Now, if you wanted a much longer workout, you could do this twice or pick a round that you liked and do that again. But our first exercises, it's bugging me. Okay, so we're gonna start with hip bridges. If you have some kind of ball at home, you could use that and put that between your legs, but not necessary. Just gonna walk my feet close up to my bum here, and just push the hips upward, really squeezing through those glutes. Okay, so our hip bridge. Now, if you need more challenge, you can do one leg up in the air. I do have it set up for it to be split, so if you need that extra challenge, you can have one leg up in the air while you pick it up and down. And then I'll tell you when to switch, and then you can go from there. All right, so we got those. This one I like a lot. It's a little bit weird. So we're going to be in kind of a tabletop, but our knees, so instead of a plank, we're bringing it's almost like we're walking our feet in. So we're still on a tabletop, but it's like a little tabletop hover. Okay, so we're really going to work through our legs here. Now, you can just keep it here, or just do a little, you should just do a little cross in, or you can take the leg out. So you choose your level and what works for you. So we're going to do those. We're going to do some clamshells, just keeping our feet and our hips in alignment. Just bringing those legs up and down. Then we'll do the other side. And then our last one, sorry, it's taking me a while to show you these. They're a little bit more complicated. We're going to bring our knee to our outside. Then tap our leg back down behind us. Bring it back up. Okay, so we'll do one side and then the other. All right. So we're going to start for 5 seconds. That hip bridge. Strange. Okay, so 5 seconds. Take it down. And here we go. Again, really pushing up and through those hips. Keep that core engaged the entire time so that we're not arching our back a whole bunch. So really controlled. If you're doing one leg, you can go ahead and switch. Do that other side now. I think when we are lowering down, we tend to disengage our core muscles. And that's when our we get that arch in our back again. So 5 more seconds here. Really trying to keep that tailbone kind of tucked and rest. Good. All right. Going into those tabletop twists. Ready? And go. So again, you can just keep it here, doing a little twist, or maybe you just bring one knee forward at a time. Whatever feels good to you. Other option is to do a little twist, pick up the arm. So this is a little core and lower body action right now. Check in with that starting position. Halfway. This is just all too much for you and you're like, Katie, what are you doing? Just hold the plank, do a little plank jack, whatever works for you, okay? I just love this move. I think it's fun. 2 and 1. Good. Makes me feel like I'm breakdancing, which is something that I would never be able to do, right? So, all right, clamshells. 2 and 1. Here we go. Again, engage that core. Really trying to squeeze up and don't let your leg drop all the way down. Keep those hips stacked. And feet are right in alignment with my bum. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. You can just flip over. Just gonna do this so I'm not my back to you. So again, hips stacked. Good. 10 more seconds here. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Ooh. Sore. All right. Knee to elbow. And then we're going to cross our leg over. And here we go. It's almost like a little Spider-Man. And we're crossing our leg back over and behind us. We'll do this one side and then we'll switch sides. 7 more seconds here. 2 and 1, other side. And here we go. Again, trying to keep my hips as square as I can. A little bit tricky with this twisting move, and not quite as necessary. But just a good cue to kind of remember to keep your core nice and tight. 2 and 1. Okay, that's it. We did it. Good job. All right, let's stretch. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling quite tight. All right, so let's go back to that cat-cow. Just rounding through that back, tucking our chin, and then, long hair problem, arching that back, chin up to the ceiling, and reverse it. And one more for each of these. Good. Set it back in child's pose real quick. Reach those arms forward. Move those side to side. Good. All right. I'm going to start with a hip flexor stretch. Just bringing one leg forward. Lean into it just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. And then I'm going to take one arm up and overhead, and I will just extend that stretch. Really deepen it. And that feels amazing. I don't know about you. Ooh, I need this one. I think I sat too much yesterday. Just working and being with the kids. Okay, let's hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch it out. Other side again. Little right angle with the front leg. Lean into it a little bit. Add the arm over over top. If you need a deeper stretch, just hold it here for about 20 seconds. I think I say this every time, but this is an amazing stretch, especially if you sit at a desk a lot. Just feel really tight through the front of your hips. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I truly feel like I can't do that one enough. And there's a way to do it in your chair too. So if you're sitting at your desk at your office or at home, you can just take that leg back behind you while sitting in your chair. All right, I'm going to take it back and just do a figure 4 stretch on the floor. Stretch through that side that we worked on today. And I'm just pulling my bottom leg toward me a little bit and pushing my top leg away just to add a little bit to that stretch. Good. Hold that here. Do a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to just take my leg over and across. So you do what you can. Maybe your leg is down a little bit farther. It's not quite straight out. Maybe it's better than mine. Maybe you're way more flexible than me. I'm not very flexible. And just stretch that leg a little bit more. Good. Okay. Back to center. Do the other side. So again, pulling that bottom leg toward me just a little bit, just a little pressure, really. Not like yanking it toward me. And then slightly pushing that top knee away, just to deepen that stretch a little bit. You might not even need to do that. The other way you can do it is kind of link your arm underneath and use your elbow to kind of push that knee out as you're pulling your leg toward you. That's another way to do it. I keep it here for 3, 2, and 1. And we'll take it all the way over to the side. Arms out in a T. Ooh, that feels good. Highly recommend doing some more stretching later today. I know I need to. I'm not doing enough stretching. The people at our house would be mad at me. All right, and back to center. Hug those knees in a little bit. We'll stretch through our hamstrings. And just bring it up, whatever way is good for you. I'm just going to stretch through the hamstring, bring my toe, and then, you know what? I'm not even really doing a very good job. I'm going to try to keep myself upright and then lean forward. Getting lazy. Warm. Just a little bit. Ugh. Good. Oh, that feels good. Okay, other side. And we'll stand up, do a quad stretch, some deep breaths, and then I will send you on your way. And you can have a wonderful Tuesday. Good. All right. I'm going to bring my feet right underneath me. And just hang for a second. Let that weight take me. A nice stretch through the legs. And then I'm going to slowly roll myself up. Good. All right, I'm going to get my quads real quick, which also helps stretch that front of the hip as well. Adjust. Sorry. Hold my leggings a little bit. But I'm so grateful that you joined me today, or if you're watching this later, I'm grateful that you're watching it later. But I hope you enjoyed the workout. Again, the intention was to make it a low impact, lower body workout that hopefully most people can do. But if I didn't give enough options for things, please let me know. Drop it in the comments, send us an email to virtualfitness@tryhealth.com. Feel free to subscribe to our channel. You'll get alerts about upcoming workouts. Like the video, comment on it, share it with your friends and family. But let's just take a few quick deep breaths to just finish out our workout. So let that go. Take a nice deep breath in. All right. That's it for me today, y'all. I will be back on Friday. Actually, I'm going to take over Buzz's core and recovery class at noon on Friday this week, and Buzz is going to do my intervals class on Thursday. So little switcheroo today, but I will hopefully see you on Friday. But thanks again for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful week and enjoy the little bit less humidity that we have today. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.